You know, sometimes I kind of get it why the MK party, they get disappointed when they see maybe the EFF not fighting so much with the ANC, but they get disappointed because they expected the EFF to fight on their behalf, because we know they hate Ramaphosa so bad, they hate the ANC so bad, because their president wants to get some revenge because of how they dealt with him in the ANC. Jacob Zuma, let's be honest, he wants revenge for how he was treated in the ANC. He's out for the smoke. He wants to get them back for how they treated him. We all know that. We all know that. But they're using the EFF. They want the EFF to be so much involved in their fight. And they always get disappointed. That's why today, they're branding the EFF so bad. They're doing the things like, they're always like, the EFF is a sellout because it's voting with the ANC. The EFF is a sellout because it's not fighting Ramaphosa so bad. As we hate Ramaphosa, that's why we're fighting him like this. Ramaphosa is bad, is bad, is bad. So they get disappointed when they see the EFF is like, hey man, fight your own battles. Don't involve us. As we have our own constituency to represent. You do your own things. These people, let me tell you, the reason why they always get disappointed and they want to drag the EFF when the EFF is not doing things like them is because they expect the EFF to be one of their branches, and they always get disappointed when the EFF doesn't move like that. And one thing I don't understand why they fail to grasp, the EFF has made it clear to these people, by the way, that it doesn't want anything to do with them as the MK party. The EFF doesn't owe the MK party nothing. They don't want anything to do with these people, but they keep on forcing. Baya forcela labantu laba. And I don't know why. They keep on forcing by a forcella. They don't want to admit that, yazin, maybe they should chill. They should chill. They should focus on their own battles. Okay, I'll give you practical reasons and practical things, practical situations that have happened. Okay, they wanted to boycott the parliament in the beginning of the parliament. They boycotted the parliament and they saw the EFF in parliament, and then they were angry that the EFF was in parliament and they were never in parliament. Then they started calling the EFF a sellout because the EFF is going to parliament and they're not going to parliament. Why is the EFF not moving like us? No, the EFF should move like us. They forget the EFF is the EFF. The EFF doesn't listen to the MK party, doesn't report to the MK party. They fail to understand that. Okay, it came to them accusing the IEC of stolen rigged votes. Okay, they were given an opportunity even to go to court to challenge the IEC. They failed decimally. Was luma mazinyo la puta lempofu wawangomlomo watumbumlomo. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but something similar to that might have happened. Why else didn't they win the case? Okay, they failed, but with them failing, they dragged the EFF and Julius Malema. They were like, no, why is the EFF not coming to our rescue? Why the EFF is a sellout because they're not marching with us. They're not accusing the IEC with us. They are sellouts because they're agreeing with the vote. No, the EFF, no. Guess what happened? They agreed with the vote. They called themselves a 14% party and they started insulting the other parties that got. So you ask them, why are you being hypocrite if you want to challenge the vote? You are challenging the vote, you are saying the votes were rigged, but you are beating your chest that you got 14% and the EFF got 9%. So why are you challenging the rigged vote if you're going to be boosting that you got 14%? So don't boost if you got 14% or not. Maybe you were going to get less or you were going to get more. So don't settle for 14%. Continue fighting for the vote. You're going to get what you deserve. No, as your 14% party, the EFF is 9%. So why else are you fighting for rigged votes if you already settled with 14%? Then maybe you agree with the 14%. Why else were you boycotting the parliament if today you're going to be in parliament, sitting in parliament looking like clowns? You can't even read out there in the podium. They boycotted the parliament. They thought the parliament wouldn't move because of them. They thought they were bigger than South Africa. They thought they were bigger than the parliament of South Africa. They got exposed. The first thing they did was go and drag the EFF and be like, no, it's the EFF's fault. They should have boycotted the parliament with us. No, it's the EFF. Everything is the EFF's fault. Okay, we see today, today, now, in today's moment, they didn't vote because they didn't have anything to contribute onto the reports that were presented in the Parliament of South Africa. There was a land reform report. They didn't have anything to contribute, so they voted no, because they didn't even do oversight about what is happening in the country about the land reform. In Mpumalanga, they don't know what is happening with the CPA. With the CPA, Communal Property Associations. They don't even know what that means. They don't even know the communal property associations that are happening there in Mpumalanga. They don't even know the projects that are happening in Mpumalanga that are about the land redistribution. They don't know. They didn't do oversight. They don't know what's happening. They voted no. They think they're going to sound cool because they voted no. And they're dragging the EFF now. They're saying, nah, the EFF is a sellout because they voted yes. They voted yes with the ANC. They're always dragging the EFF when they get disappointed about how the EFF is moving. These people are not learning. Ne? The EFF made it clear, the MK party people. They don't want anything to do with you guys. They don't want to entertain you guys and your bunch of BS. They don't want to entertain you guys with your crybaby BS. They don't care if you're crybabies or not. The EFF have their own programs. You guys have your own programs. Focus on your own programs. Let the EFF focus on its own programs. Finish and clear. You are trying so hard to be included with the EFF. The same EFF you always insult on a day-to-day basis. You call the EFF a sellout. You call the EFF a Rupert's initiative. It's funded by Rupert, Rob Hersoff. You call the EFF all those sort of names. Anile my brother. You do that. But when the EFF moves differently, you want it to be working with you so bad. Why do you want to work with a sellout political party? Why do you want to work with a political party that is funded by your enemies? Our Rupert, so-called enemies, so-called our Rupert. Why do you want to be so inclusive with a political party that you have declared is a sellout political party? Julius Malema is a sellout, is funded. Why do you want to be so included with a political party like that? No, it's not all about all of those allegations. I think we can all know it's about the quality of the EFF that it brings in the conversation. These MK party people, they know the EFF is the only political party that can represent them and all of their cries to their highest quality performance. They can't do it by themselves. They get there, they praise Ngamalala. Hey, Owawa Katutuzani. Hey, Omalengi. Sfuni Maleni, Ngati Big Zul. That's all they know. That's all they can do. But Yazin, it is what it is, guys. We thank you very much. I just hope you guys understand why the MK party tries so hard to be included with the EFF so bad. They can't do all of these things they want the EFF to do. So they want to relinquish the responsibility and accountability to the EFF because they're not competitive. They don't have what it got. They don't have the capacity of the EFF to perform at the highest optimum level. They don't have it. But guys, it is what it is. We thank you very much.